Alright, it is time for day 3 of our War Machine Zero. So, immediately, there was a new beta, to trying to fix some of the issues that we ran into. Love Thumper now apparently does melee damage instead of roid damage, so that actually might go kind of crazy with some of our equipment that we have and other stuff, so we'll see how that feels. Also, the fact that it's changed damage type should help it land melees on everybody now, so hopefully the Novas actually hit. It'd be super cool. We'll try it for a little bit today. Removed the acceleration bonus from Roid Shield, so air control isn't as cursed because, oh my goodness, you became just the snappiest, hard to control character ever in the world after a while, so that's kind of nice. Reworked Hyperfocus a tiny bit to make sure it works properly. This was having that problem where it would consume all of the stacks, so hopefully now it doesn't consume all of the stacks. And then fixed Stalker comms giving negative weapon damage. He also went ahead and made it to where the spy comm does not just instantly crash your game whenever you put it on, so it might be back to its vanilla qualities and not give the uber melee stuff. If it did give uber melee stuff, that'd be cool, but at least you can play the video game without it just instantly tanking, which was really funny, not gonna lie. Let's go ahead and test out our hyperfocus skill. See if we feel that. Okay, so, base melee. Oh my goodness, they're all hitting. Alright, so that's pretty cool. I think that this might re-trigger itself now. So that's infinite. No, it's done. Okay, I thought it would re-trigger itself for a second, and I was like, wait. But, let's see if hyperfocus is fine now. Still's doing the thing. Don't know why that's an issue. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well. It's not really too big of an issue. I'm not running into it too much, and I'm not gonna do like raid bosses or anything anytime soon. So, I'm not worried. I'm just happy that our Love Thumper actually like hits dudes. So that'll be pretty fun. I need to farm XP though. We are pre-bunker. I'm only level 21. I need something going on with the character. So we're gonna go find an XP farm. We'll do that for a little bit, and then we will make forward progress. Okay, as long as I stay near a mob, it just constantly re-triggers itself, which is pretty funny. But yeah, if I go away from a dude, it stops. So, incredible for everything. Could be kind of funny. Yeah, look at how much damage that is. That's so silly. Is the law any good still? Hold on. Okay, so the law might be able to roll with another melee attachment, technically. If we go ahead and look at it in our little thing here. Yeah, you could roll it to get like marginally more poke damage. It's really probably not worth it. It almost crashed. But yeah, it can spawn with more pokes. So that's pretty neat. I mean, that seems to work pretty good. Come back, coward. Yep, these connect now. So maybe it was something to do with the roid damage novas, just not wanting to connect. But yeah, now we just constantly emit novas because of the fact that it's a melee triggering melee. So that's funny. You know what? I know where I can get some XP. We'll push up a little bit of this, but we'll stop at that Super PA Constructor, and I'll just maybe multiply it a little bit. Maybe get a little bit of XP that way. Maybe also have too much movement speed for that grenade jump, but also, it's fine. That's so fun. Oh my goodness. Okay. Start swiping. Maybe I want to have Boar for this, but also I feel like I can melee bunker. I believe in myself. I'm gonna try to body block the constructor from being able to go to its resting point. Never mind, it just found a slightly different one. Okay, that's not a problem. Yeah, okay. Well, this is pretty fun. Okay, good little bit of crime. Level 25. Are we at level? We are at level. And Resurgence. Killing an enemy with a melee attack restores health. The lower your health, the more you receive. Additionally, meleeing an enemy grants a stack of Dead Zone, increasing melee damage and causing enemies within 100 units to take more health damage. How many stacks of this can I get? Is there a limit? I guess I'll find out. Okay, there is seemingly at least a timer on it, so it doesn't last forever. But that seems pretty fun. Perfect. Alright, go away. Go on. That was nice. You gotta ride the bull. There we go. Bunker down. Kind of bullied him a little bit, but it was funny. Right. I also didn't really talk about it too much, but the Neo, you'll notice that on the top it says that it grants 4 dynamic switch abilities and allows them to activate twice. Now, what that is actually on a normal adaptive card. So on the normal adaptive card, we can see that dealing damage activates the shield's elemental resistance and grants you 5% fire rate and 10% elemental weapon damage for 4 seconds. And then receiving damage activates a force field, reducing incoming damage for 3 seconds with a cooldown of 10 seconds. And then the other 2 effects are only on the Neo or the Evolution. So the whole time we've been using this, it has also been getting the benefit of these 2 stats as well. So that's pretty nice. That's, yeah, just extra damage reduction and other stuff, and that's probably a lot of what we've seen pop up on our XP bar. Just kind of neat. Also, yeah, we haven't acquired insane movement speed yet, so I'm assuming that the roid shields truly were the issue there. Or at least their interaction with some amount of move speed on the character. So no more zipping around randomly without our desire to do so. Resurgence and something else share the same slot on the skill bar. That's why I can't see it most of the time and have no clue how many stacks we're working with. But also, yeah, those stacks seem to go away pretty fast. So, gotcha. Okay. Sir, I wish to have combat. I'm just a rat. Just an annoying rat to deal with for them. It's so much extra damage. And the plus to skills? It's probably pretty good. Extra shotgun projectiles on kill skill. Movement speed, gun damage, and melee on kill skill. And then just, I don't really like velocity because it can mess with pellet splitting effects. But like, if I'm not using one, I could use that absolutely. So that could go pretty silly. Also, the fact that this at level 1 is just a plus 5% means that, like, we can get at least 50 to 55% more projectiles. Yeah, 55% more projectiles on shotguns, which could be gross. Oh, right. the Bada is probably going to use sniper ammo instead of rockets, so rocket jumping with it is a little more restricted. I guess that could be kind of inconvenient, huh? We're 1 point away from many must fall. Killing an enemy with a melee attack while deception is active causes you to deploy another unforeseen trap. If you have unforeseen, I assume, so just throw out another decoy. And adds time to deception's duration. This can be done multiple times in succession. Meleeing or shooting an enemy with bullets can trigger the same effect. Oh, so you don't even need to get a kill on some effects. Like, if you were to just go invis and then poke a guy, instantly that's going to add time to the timer and throw out another decoy, with a cooldown of 4 seconds of being able to do it again. And then if you shoot a guy, it'll do the same thing. So you could just juggle those and not even have to get kills specifically sometimes. That's okay. Yeah, you could stay invisible for a really, really long time if you're capable of managing it. And then also throwing out unforeseen traps. I see the vision. I like it. I'm going to try this at some point. Oh, there it is. Alright, the Bada Boom, which is sniper ammo in this mod. It's a little cursed, but, you know, it just means more ammo. So, it's kind of fine. Minor downside of the fact that you can't regen rockets with this to just, you know, rocket jump. But, if there were ammo regen sources, it would work with this, because normally they don't work with rockets, but they work with everything else, so... a little bit. Oh yeah, I picked up a bunch of purple comms trying to farm out that Bada. What do these buff? Precision, velocity, and kill confirmed from the shock comm. That could be useful for Infinity gameplay later. Infiltrator gives fire rate melee damage and pluses to backstab. Be like water. And hyperfocus. Okay, so that could be pretty gross. Professional, reload, and shield, plus 2 bigger calibers for mag size down, but a bunch of buffs. Plus 2 ambush for ambush. And then plus to 2 Fang for 2 Fang. Makes sense. Survivor, max health and health regen, plus 2 ambush, plus 2 innervate, plus to hyperfocus as well. Hyperfocus buffing might be worth for raid boss fights, because we can just really ramp up the amount of damage we can do per poke. So if we just find a really high fire rate gun, we just dump mag on a guy, and then we swap to melee and then poke. Could be fun. I'm gonna put my shield class mod back on, though. At what point is it more worthwhile to swap to a normal melee shield, by the way? Because right now this is pretty funny, and also chains for a ton of damage. I think at least a little while longer. But like, you know, seems pretty good for now. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. We have many must fall. Does this work the way I want it to? 3, 2, sweep, 4. Okay. I mean, okay, I kill stuff too fast, so we'll need, like, Saturn to test on. But, like, almost theoretically infinite invis time without needing a kill. Hold on, we'll see. Okay, so swipe. We're back up to 6 seconds. 2, 1, swipe. 3, 2. Okay, so it doesn't give you a full restart. It only gives you a couple seconds. So it's not infinite. Okay. Ooh, flare. Right, this thing. Just a really funny Jacob shotgun. So goofy. Hey, a Lady Fist. Right, I don't even have to do the quest here to get a Lady Fist at all. And also the Hive, because, you know, why not? Ow. Alright, Talon of God. I think we're gonna be fine. I'm gonna just poke the boss out, and then if we can fight Terra, we will fight Terra today. But before we fight him, I do want to do a little shopping. We might head off to some DLC. We might look for class mods and just kind of see what our options are. We're going to preemptively do some speculation for TVHM building. And in TVHM, we're going to actually do a gun build. So we'll just kind of have to play by ear for that. Should be good. Oh. Oh no. Legendary Hunter. Okay, well, forget my elbow shields. Cooldown rate, crit damage, reload speed. Using Deception instantly restores 10% of your max health. Level 6 Innervate. Activating Deception allows all weapons to consume no ammo, and weapon and melee damage are increased by 40%. Requires at least 3 grenades to activate. What? Huh? Okay, so headshot, fast hands, Counter-Strike, Innervate, and Like the Wind. Yeah, sure, why not? This can be this could be pretty dumb. We'll have to see what we do with this. Lyuda would go crazy with it. The main thing is I want to take advantage of the unlimited ammo, which I guess if I were to pop Invis and then just start mowing dudes down during Invis, I would constantly be getting Bullet Trinity if I had +3 in a mag. So I guess I could shoot a gun until it's down to 3, pop Invis, and then just dump. I don't even need it to have that mag by then. Alright, bring it on, Jack. Alright, bring it on, Warrior. Alright, seems pretty good. And Killing Blow. Nice. There we go. Warrior is down. Okay, so I have been told that the Fabled Tortoise might give weapons an extra projectile. If that is true, I'd want that for my Infinity. So we're gonna go check that. I also should go to Pirate DLC because I want to try to get a plus to skill class mod. That'd be nice. I also want to go to Tina DLC, look at those class mods because those could be nice. And then also maybe grab a Pokey Stick and then finally go fight Giant Worm. So maybe this will be pretty sick. Idiot. Also, there was an interact key right there, by the way. Is that a physical, real chest? Could you slow down time and touch that? Oh, it gives plus to Bullet Trinity. Oh my goodness. Oh, does it give plus to one shot if you respec it? Wait, can this roll with that? Please, please tell me you roll with that. No, it's fast hands. Okay, but still, like, of the things to add together there, I think that that's pretty good. Hey, Blue. Thank you, Blue. I don't think he dropped anything. Also, he didn't really slide at all, so I guess he couldn't really drop much. Okay. Oh, he dropped Heartbreaker, though. Okay, so yeah, I think the loot just flew off before I could grab. Does it matter? I guess I got a Heartbreaker already. Does he still give Vendor Reset Relic, or is this changed? It gives ammo, rocket, and nade regen. Right. Okay, well, I'm glad I turned into Marcus for once. That'll be pretty nice for future tomfoolery. Alright, so, Fabled Tortoise. We kind of want this to have its lowest capacity possible, but when shield is active, increases fire rate by 15%, grants all shots fired a +1 additional projectile. When depleted, converts all shield value into max health, allows all shots fired to pierce through shields, and grants you health regen. Okay, so no slowing effect on it? Then I guess I don't need to worry about dropping its capacity down, and I could just use it at level 1 for tankiness and stuff. Do I have any shield regen anywhere? No. Okay, so I just need to keep this topped off by myself by just existing well. But, okay. 2.57 recharge delay is pretty respectable. That'll be good for when we do that. Come on, many must fall. This is nice. There's one more man somewhere. Oh, there he is. And a stink pot. Oh. Okay, so it's full auto. It's a slow full auto, but it's full auto, which is nice. Interesting. Alright, there we go. Okay. I have just learned a little bit about our action skill. So apparently, shooting does make us visible. I already knew that. But if we melee again, it'll turn us back to being invisible. That I didn't realize was happening. I thought whenever I shot, I was just visible from then on, and then I could still just do my normal deception stuff. I didn't realize I could re-enable my invis by just poking another dude real quick. So that's kind of a neat thing. That's pretty convenient. Ooh, dragon fight could be a little frustrating. If you are completely invisible with no decoy, which I guess I'll have to get unforeseen before I do that. If you are completely invisible, no one to target at all, whenever dragons are on the ground, they will just take off. They'll just leave. So before dragon fight, we'll need to either have decoy or just be running a gun build, and then just shoot before they touch the floor, so that they don't just get confused and fly off, or something like that. That's a mashing kerbla- yeah. You know? Sometimes you just have to say yes to opportunities. This is one of those. What do you... why? Explain. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, sure. You know, it shoots 3 times, and then I have to reload. I don't care. That's really funny. Oh, you just dropped the rapier? Oh, well, 2 birds. Hey, I don't even have to go do the quest. Alright, cool. 200% melee damage. I kind of want to roll the accessories on this, though, just to see what else, how much more insane it can be. Okay, so yeah, 217 would be the absolute pinnacle of our melee damage on this roll. So even if you don't roll a high roll, it's literally like not even worth refarming. I mean, it's a little bit more, but like, who cares? And also, yeah, this thing is really interesting in this mod. And has a higher fire rate than I expected it to have. Okay, so since we don't want a class mod that reduces our tortoise, I guess we can just roll something else. If we can find any other class mods that buff Bullet Trinity, we might run that. I guess having bigger caliber to drop mag size might be useful. But also, one shot, one kill is pretty nice. Or I could just run a melee calm for now. Ow. I'm under attack. I'll just take a backstab killing below class mod. Yeah, so this we'll just use for now until we respec. Why does this buff kunai? That's not killing blow. Huh? Okay, I swear that we've had a melee class mod that doesn't buff kunai. I think this is just a minor whoopsies. Okay, well, let's just throw away our Grendel farm. We don't need it. I think having a Bullet Trinity and bigger calibers here will be insane enough for our Infinity build idea. Let's move on to Tina DLC. Look at some rogue class mods for a second. Oh. You can constantly use your action skill, however you become extremely fragile. What do you mean by that? Are these all like this? No. Okay, so I just happened to stumble upon the one stupid class mod? Oh, I get 1 health while wearing this. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so just insane cooldown. Okay, so apparently the Ghost of Deception is a little more useful in higher levels, and actually provides, like, an insane amount of cooldown to the point where you literally can just instantly pop it back to back. Yeah, it does. Hold on, is this even the best roll of it? It's all the same. Okay, well, there you go. That's interesting. Okay. And then the other class mods seem to be Allegiance comms. Don't know if they all give the same plus to skills. Like the Wind and Two Fang. This kind of looks like the vanilla stuff, right? Hold on. Yeah, like the Wind, Velocity, and Two Fang are the vanilla skills. So I'm just going to assume that all of these probably do that. Okay. Yep, we have a Tediore here. It gives the same plus to skills. We have a Hyperion here. It seems to also give the same plus to skill. I don't think I would ever use this, but, like, it is neat. Probably just stick to my Hunter or my Ghost or my Mask Man. Probably supposed to be Marksman. But yes, absolutely. Alright, let's go check out Terra. Terra's quest is level 38. I believe in me. This will go well. Should I get a new No, I'll use the Love Thumper. I believe in the Love Thumper carry. Alright, Terra. You have nothing to target whenever you come up, so please don't get too confused. I have no health regen and I must scream. Maybe it's time to put the Neo on for a little bit. Oh, I sold... Wait, did I sell it? I guess I did. Well, this is my life now. Throw on a Ghost Comm real quick to get my cooldown back, because I'm already below health gate anyway, so why not just not give him a target to fight? I deserve this. I don't care. That was pretty fun. Alright, let's try again. What if I did put on a normal Roid Shield? How much damage would I deal? Just theoretically. This is gonna suck. It did not suck. Get farmed, idiot, I guess. I'm gonna tank a hit no matter what I do. Oh, Oh, he's bad. Never mind. Come on, killing blow range. Jeez. That's such a good noise. Alright, well, there we go. He's down. I got Gage's calm. Well, looks like we gotta go turn in quest and do this again. Darn. Oh well. I get a legendary from this. Please, Infinity Pistol. Okay. So, I might have to tune this a little bit. But the Infinity Pistol, right? It exists, it does infinite ammo, which means it does infinite damage. How fast can I deliver that infinite damage, though? I need to drop the mag size down and do a little bit of science here. Okay, so maxing out bigger calibers brings the mag size down to 20. Oh, Boar can be a 3-point skill. Sniper and Rocket shield ignore chance? I'm not gonna use that, because I need this. Kill confirmed? Still at 20. Oh wait, I have to ADS, right? Yeah. Okay, so that brings it down to 6 while ADS'd. That's something interesting. So it's only while zoomed it drops it. That's so weird, but also fair. Okay, well that changes how I plan on building this out a little bit, I guess. Okay, so we've hit a point where I can bring my Infinity Pistol down to 6 shots. Can I reduce the mag size enough to just drop this even harder? Okay, so 24, zoom in. It's down to 5, please. No, I can't drop it lower, can I? Man. So I need to get a bigger buff into bigger calibers. I'm gonna go ahead and flip these around to see if it'll do it. No. It's not enough. Okay, let's just say hypothetically. Hold on. Let's try something real quick. Okay. So theoretically, if I were a level 50 character with +6 to big caliber, it's still 5. It's still only 5. Oh, this depresses the milk. Man. Oh wait, hold on. Hey, we've made it down to 3 ammo. Hey. Oh god. Oh. Uh. You know what? I can aim it like this. Oh, my back. Oh, here we go. Reel it in. Reel it. Oh, nope, I'm sideways. Okay, now I'm upside down. Oh, hold on. Okay, all right. Hold on, Tara. Okay, so, this is not a permanent feature, surely. I was given instructions by the mod dev on how to get our Infinity Pistol down to 3 ammo. It hurts a little bit. Oh, hold on. There it is. All right. So yeah, that's level 38 Infinity. You just have to really hold, like, just rein it in. Okay, so, yeah, Legendary Hunter would definitely be the move for this, then. Can I, wait. Hold on, pause. Interesting. Why does it get such... I mean, I guess Bullet Trinity is trying to mag dump, and that's why it gets such fire rate. But, ooh, wow. That's probably going to get removed, to say the least. Okay, let's go back to our normal 0. Let's go ahead and get our Terra class mod. So we'll shoot one off, pop invis, flood the room. All right, so yeah, this is gonna get changed probably. It's pretty funny though, but man, it's ridiculous. Now you want to see a Wanderlust? That's funny. I can get my Kerr Blaster down to 3 ammo. That's pretty good. Oh hey, Terra's combo pack. Alright, so fire damage, movement speed, max health, deflection chance. Ghost of Pandora. You take 50% less damage from all sources and gain passive bullet reflection. Once you invest in Kunai, your blade can ignite enemies, dealing up to 33% of your melee damage per tick. Oh. So, okay. I apply fire dots that tick for melee damage. And then also we get pluses to one shot, one kill. Plus to ambush, counter-strike, grim. Oh. It didn't say all... Wait. I didn't know that it gave +1 projectile to all items. Has it always done that? Did I just not see it until now because I didn't have it spec'd at all or close to specking it? Okay. And then plus to, like, the wind. Sure. Heartbreaker, go. Nice. Logan's gun. Severely underleveled, by the way. Nice. Okay. So, unfortunately, at least as of current patch of the mod, we cannot bring an Infinity down to just being 3 shots for Bullet Trinity. Unless we just dumped all of our ammo and then tried to avoid picking up ammo ever again for pistols, which I guess that is an option. Yeah, so you could theoretically bring your ammo down to just 3 for pistols, magically acquire 10 more. There we go. What? Does it always just give 10 ammo? This feels wrong. This is a crime. Every time you draw the pistol, it just makes more ammo. Well, this is depressing. There we go. We have 3 ammo. Pick up off floor? 3 ammo. Okay, so if you wanted to pre-set up your Infinity Pistol and then just never save quit again, you could do this. Maybe get a Herald or something to drain ammo faster. But if you just leave it on the floor, you could. You could set this up modern day right now. That's very nice. Wait, do I get ammo every time I open my inventory? I do. Hey, if you run out of ammo, just do this. We'll reel it in. Okay. Oh, okay. Per level of the skill, you unlock one of the extra projectiles. That's why when we had the plus to skill comm, we could see all of them. That's actually really cool. But also kind of cursed, but really cool. I like that. That's weird. Maybe weird's not the right word. Unique. It's unique. Ah, level 4 is where you get pistol projectiles. Okay, so theoretically a one-shot, one-kill build is still nice. Probably with a sniper class mod, just to buff one-shot, one-kill instead of Bullet Trinity. And then you could just take advantage of, like, you know, the fact that bigger calibers is still nice. You know, kill confirmed is still convenient. You don't have to drop the gun down to Bullet Trinity, which it sounds like it's gonna get nerfed. At least right now it seems like it's gonna get nerfed. So, you know, like, just getting a sniper class mod, running that with this is probably gonna be the move pretty soon anyway. But temporarily, I mean, my goodness, it's so funny. I enjoy the crap out of this. I should really stop over-leveling. TVHM is just gonna be a walkthrough. But it's so funny at the same time, you know? Okay, so for our TVHM playthrough, Fabled Tortoise, because +1 to projectile count for infinity, +4 in Grim for another projectile for infinity, maxed out one shot, one kill because one shot, one kill, 1 point into Boar because Boar. Maybe I'd put more points into Bigger Caliber, but I want to work towards Kunai next, which honestly is going to be a little past level 50 at this point, probably. But being able to throw Kunai would be pretty cool. I got points in Deathmark. I probably won't worry about Two Fang unless I'm, like, doing swimmingly well. But already having a ×3 Infinity Pistol at the early TVHM stages of a playthrough, it's pretty good. I imagine I can put a pellet multiplier on this as well, right? Yeah, you can make it like a diva. So you could make it a ×3. And then you could make it shoot like 6 projectiles per shot. I don't think I'm going to do that because I think that just having its fire rate as it was, which let me just try to figure out what I had on it, it's probably just better for it. But yeah, setting it back to as it was, just being ×3 would be pretty good. I might go ahead and get a sheriff's badge. We have a little bit of time today. So that could be good for a little extra fire rate and just additional goofing. And then of course Skyrocket's going to be just the move there. Maybe cooldown relic will still be good though, because popping invis is nice for debuffs and stuff. Okay, let's run over there real quick and get a sheriff's badge. Hello, Mad Dog. Right, that's a quest item. I was like, wait a minute, why is there a pearl? Go! This seems like it'll be pretty nice. Okay, I don't have a way for Sheriff to come down to me, so I'm just gonna hop up to where she is. And watch her drop nothing on first. Alright, well, refight, do it again. Okay, Sheriff's badge. So, extra damage, crap ton of fire rate. So that greatly improves DPS. Like, truly. If we do that, and then swap to this. Yeah, and this is without factoring in the extra damage. Let's fight one more Terra, and then we can go ahead and call it there for today. Man, I kind of wish I had Kunai now. You know what? Am I fighting anything that needs Boar for a while? I guess not. I could just spec Kunai. So let's just say, hypothetically, we went like this, put 4 points to get pistol projectiles, put 5 points because why not? And then, okay, so we lose out on like a lot of damage this way. But I can spec Kunai, which means that I can actually like apply debuffs really well. So maybe this will be good. Also, theoretically, you could do your Kunai spam, shoot an enemy, get the 10-second cooldown to throw more Kunai. Okay, so Kunai, shoot boss, maintain sustained fire. Rest in peace to our extra projectile. Oh, there you go. And now we get even more damage again. Also, what's our +5? First shot fired from this skill gains 15% crit. So basically just permanent crit upgrade if I have this fully spec'd, I guess, on this build at least. Sure. Alright. Well, there we have it. We're level 43, so like XP farming is not even a thing that we're gonna have to worry about in TVHM. We'll just blast forward, we'll hold down the shoot button, we'll hold down the walk button. Enemies are just gonna go away. This is just kind of how life is gonna be. This feels good. Today has been a lot better than the confusion I had yesterday. And I just yes. This is gonna be a fun build. Day 3.